Look from Seoul? It's getting chilly outside, so you must be craving some soup. But you don't want to spend too much time on that. Did I read your mind? But don't worry about it. For the comforting, flavorful, and warm bowl of soup, all you need is just 15 minutes. Today, we're gonna be making Chinese tomato egg drop soup, one of the simplest but the most delicious soups in the world. As you guys already know, tomatoes and eggs are a match made in heaven, so it's no surprise that many countries and cultures use this combo in their dishes. And among those, I think this tomato egg drop soup is outstanding because it's so quick, easy, and absolutely delicious. Trust me, once you try it, you'll find yourself making this dish every day. For this, you will need some tomatoes, garlic, green onions, and eggs. That's it. Since it's so simple and easy, you'll be able to have this nice comforting soup on a busy morning, even if you have a job interview on that day. Alright, let's start with the tomatoes. Get yourself 2 medium-sized tomatoes, take out the core, and just cut them into small bite-sized pieces. If you prefer a more smooth texture, you can peel the skin off. But I'm gonna use these as is, because the skin is rich in fiber and nutrients. What? You don't like the one with the skin? Then, using a knife, make a little X on the bottom and blanch them in boiling water for about 30 seconds. And then shock them in some ice water. Once they are cool, the skins will come off super easily. Pretty good tip, right? Next, smash 1 garlic clove and finely chop it. Once that's done, thinly slice 2 green onions. As always, we're gonna use the white parts to infuse our oil and save the green parts for garnish. So please keep them separate, like this. And just so you know, if you have cilantro, you can also use it for garnish. And that's gonna be awesome too. But I don't want my hungry bird to get angry, so I'm just gonna stick with these bad boys. By the way, we have all the instructions and a list of ingredients on our blog, aaronandclaire.com, so please visit here if you need a written recipe. Now, crack 2 eggs into a small container, add a pinch of salt, and beat them up really well. And lastly, let's make a quick cornstarch slurry with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water. That's it! Super simple, right? Alright, we're set. Let's get cooking. In a wok or pot, add 2 tablespoons of oil and heat it over medium-high heat. Once it gets nice and hot, add the garlic, green onions, and saute those for about 30 seconds. Here, if you want to make it even better, you can try adding a little bit of ginger. That's gonna be awesome too. Alright, once your kitchen is filled with the aroma, add half a tablespoon of soy sauce and give it a few stir for about 20 seconds. Yes, we could just add the tomatoes first before the soy sauce, but pouring the soy sauce directly into the hot oil like this will make a huge difference in taste. This is like the secret of my tomato egg drop soup, so please give this a try. But be careful when you're doing this, because there might be some oil splatter. What? You wanna know this kind of tip more and more? I'm so glad you brought that up, because everything you need is in this one book. Trust me, with this one book, you can cook more than 100 Korean dishes like a pro, so don't forget to check it out. The link is in the description. Now, let's add the tomatoes and stir fry them for about 2 minutes. Once the tomatoes release their juices and they start bubbling like this, add 3.5 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder, and 1.5 tablespoons of ketchup. Now we're just gonna bring it to a boil and simmer for about 3 more minutes. Here, some of you might be wondering why there's ketchup in it. And I totally get it. But to bring out the best flavor, restaurants experiment with all sort of crazy things. And ketchup is one of those secret weapons. Trust me, once you try it, you will understand it really boosts up the flavor with a minimum of effort. Alright, it's been about 3 minutes. Let's give it a quick taste and add some salt and pepper to taste. Once it tastes perfect to you, give it about 2 more minutes. Now, to thicken up the soup, let's add the cornstarch slurry and give it a good mix. But don't forget to give it a quick stir before you add it in. Alright, let's reduce the heat to medium. and then slowly pour in the egg mixture. If you cover it with chopsticks or a fork like this, you'll be able to pour the eggs in a thin stream, so they'll be more beautiful and lacy in your soup. Now, let's turn the heat off and gently stir it around with your ladle. Once that's done, add some green onions, half a teaspoon of toasted sesame oil, and give it a final mix. Alright, it's ready to go. Let's get that out into a bowl and see how it tastes.
Claire?
Yay! Soup season is back! And tomato egg drop soup sounds like a perfect dish for them, right? Let's give it a try! 중간중간에 파랑 계란이랑 토마토랑 이 색깔의 조화가 너무너무 예쁘다. 내가 좋아하는 그 신호등 색깔 조합이에요. 너무 예쁘다. 이것도 뜨거울 수 있으니까 조심조심 호호 불면서 먹어야겠어. 콘스타치 들어간 애들은 상상 외로 훨씬 뜨거워. Cheers! 역시 또 몸이 쌀을 녹는구만. 아 맛있다. 한 사발 드릴게만 안 되나? 일단 국물이 뜨끈하니 약간 짭조름하면서 토마토에서 오는 약간의 그 새콤함이 싹 녹아 있어가지고 여름 동안 잃어버렸던 나의 입맛이 싹 돌아오는 느낌이야. 거기에 계란이 그냥 진짜 실키하게 정말 계란이 있는지도 잘 몰라. 있는지도 잘 모를 정도로 정말 부들부들한 계란이 쏙 같이 국물과 함께 샥 들어오는데 중간중간에 있는 토마토가 청키하잖아. 약간 큼직큼직한 녀석들이 입에서 씹을 때 즙이 촥촥 더 폭발하면서 거기다 이 그린 어니언 쪽파는 진짜 신의 한 수다. 약간 단조로울 수 있는 그 맛에 왜 그 알싸한 파의 맛이 촥촥 아주 중독적으로 만들어주는 그런 맛이라고 보면 될 것 같아. 결론, whether you make a tomato and egg stir fry or you make a tomato egg drop soup, I think tomato and eggs, they are fantastic duo. So why don't you give this a try? I think you're gonna love it too. Enjoy! 내가 토마토 만능 론자로서 말하는데 내가 지금 또 이 병이 났거든 입에. 이거 한 그릇 다 먹으면 다 해결될 것 같아.
Today, I showed you how to make tomato egg drop soup, one of the best tomato soups of all time. How was it? It's so quick and easy to make, you can even whip it up on a busy morning, right? So instead of skipping breakfast, why don't you start your day with this warm, comforting soup? Trust me, that 15-minute investment will make your whole family feel happy and warm. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.